Gigaset has announced a new phone, the GS160. So in this video I want to introduce it to you, tell you about the specifications, and I first test results for you concerning the battery runtime. But let's first stay a little bit with the first impression. This is plastic, of course, but nevertheless it feels good and it has a metal frame around here, so it's resting good in your palm because of this slightly curved back here. That's 141 grams metal frame. Nevertheless, it's 5-inch, coming back to the screen a little bit later, so you can use it if you have to just with one hand, and that's something you will see. 72 millimeters here, by the way, so that's seldomly seen nowadays. With these bigger screens you cannot use with one hand, so I love that design and that form factor. And especially that you can remove the backside here if you have fingernails or a tool like this one here, because it's really tough, the backside touching on here, as you can see this one. And what I really appreciate is you can remove the battery. That's extremely seldom to be seen these days, unfortunately. So if this one is not so the best anymore, just rip it off, new one in, and you have kind of a new phone. Great. By the way, I promised you battery runtime test results. The capacity is 2500 milliamps, and with that it's running 442 minutes in my runtime test. That's 12% below the average, but I'd say regular users should come through the day if they're not doing too much. But of course, the price and that runtime, it's more an entry tire for users who do not do so much. But you have real, true dual SIM, meaning 2 SIM cards, micro, by the way, not the tiny nano ones, and micro SD card here. And that's not only if you have a business card for your phone, but also if you want combination of a phone tariff from this one and another data tariff. Both are the cheapest, for example, and you can combine that with these dual SIM, just to have an example. And you have also seen Fingerprint Sensor, and for that price here in Germany, Europe, including tax, it's 149 euro, and that's really low. So this is the first one I've seen in that price range, at least here in our country. So just unlock your phone very easily and comfortable. So, and especially 13 megapixels camera. Okay, video only in 720p, but I'm quite astonished for the resolution here. Let's see how the quality will be. On the front here you have a second camera that's 4.9 or let's say 5 megapixels. Once more, video in 720p. Yeah, coming to the screen, I promised you 5-inch or 127 millimeters. Resolution is 720 by 1280 pixels. So coming to a density here of 295 ppi, that's 49% below the average. Yeah, I know it sounds worse than it really is. Look at this tiny text here, for example, or I wanted to show you here a photo so that you can see for yourself. It's sounding worse than it really is, so let's go to that one here. I find that okay, especially because I measured a brightness in the center here of the screen of 466 nits. That's just 4% below the average for LCD, so absolutely okay. You have also 4G, you have dual cell HSPA, you have Wi-Fi, but only in the 2.4 gigahertz band, not 5 gigahertz, so meaning no Wi-Fi AC, not the newest standards, and no NFC. And maybe most important of all, you do have Bluetooth just standard 4.0, so not the current one, 4.2, and 5 is already coming. So, and especially you had that skip from 4.0 to 1 and 4.2 that has brought a lot of enhancements concerning low energy accessories, for example, smartwatches or key finders or whatever, these things with these tiny batteries running for weeks or even months. So you have to be aware if you want to use something with the GS160 that this device you want to use is completely compatible with Bluetooth 4.0 before you buy it. Last but not least, processor. It's a MediaTek 6737. So we have 4 cores with 1.3 gigahertz, only 1 gigabyte of RAM of working memory. I would have hoped for 2 at this price, but yeah, well, it's like it is. And you have that graphics module. It's a Mali T720 MP1. And I want to show you with that a little game check that Dead Trigger 2 here, just a short one to show you how it's running with graphically advanced games. And that's one of the most advanced I can show you at the moment. But first of all, you have to know there are 3 settings for the quality, for the graphics quality within that game. That's low and mid and high. And I couldn't choose the high one because it's not compatible with this processor and the performance it's doing. So what you will see is the mid setting. So, and by the way, we have 16 gigabyte internal. Net leaving of that exactly 10 gigabyte. That's the number you should count with, 10 gigabyte of internal memory. And I do not want to present that game, just how fluidly and when I'm walking and watching viewing angle here, it's looking like this. So you see it's kind of okay. And I tested that in advance, of course, with the game bench, game check, so I can play a little bit more and I see afterwards what's the medium frames per second rate, and we are here exactly at 30. Max would be 60 frames per second in this game with the mid quality setting, like I told you in advance. So it's okay. It's not the best quality you can get, but for that price range, let me say it like that, I had expected a little bit worse experiences here. So, and especially if you are not like that graphically advanced game, just like Angry Birds or whatever, this is no problem at all. The only thing you should know and have in mind is that it's IPS, but not dual domain IPS, meaning it's not optimized on 2-axis viewing angle stability. Just you can see here already how colors and contrast is changing here if you turn it like this or like that. So it's you have to look straight down to it and then it's okay. But once more, for this price range, I'd say okay. Yeah, this is enough, I hope so, for you for first impression here from the Gigaset GS160. Thanks for watching, and please be so kind to rate my video. Maybe you'll leave a sub and your opinion in the comments. Thanks for that in advance, and take care. Bye.